What is going on, mountain biking headquarters? I am putting together this post that's going to talk about mountain bike pedals and the difference between platform pedals and clipless pedals. I know some of you guys are using clipless pedals and some of you guys are using platform pedals. And there's a huge difference in both of them. And I just kind of wanted to, when I was started mountain biking, I was coming from doing triathlon. So I was very accustomed to clipless pedals. And then when I started thinking about when I was getting into mountain biking, I was like, well, should I do clipless or should I do platform pedals? So today I'm just going to kind of talk about the differences between the two. Teach you guys. I learned one really eye-opening fact for me that helped me make my decision, and hopefully it'll help you guys make a decision as well. But basically, just a broad overview. Platform pedals are what you see on the left here, which is just basically a straight platform pedal. And this one I think might be a hybrid where the picture is an image where there might be a way that you could clip into it. But as you can see, there's those four dots, the blue dots along that red line, which are like basically divots that hold your shoe in place. And then on the right, you'll see a clipless pedal. So when you get a mountain bike, you have these two options to either have platform pedals or clipless pedals. The clipless pedals, it sounds weird, but clipless means that you actually clip into the pedal, which is kind of strange, but that's just the way they worded it. So, and then platform pedals, you just basically wear, hiking shoes or whatever kind of shoes you're going to wear, and you can just do wear a regular shoe for that. So the biggest difference, platform pedals are cheaper. That's a benefit in a lot of ways because people do know that clipless pedals are expensive. So if people are trying to jack your bike, you're going to be more susceptible to someone stealing your bike, right? So if you have those expensive clipless pedals on it. So platform pedals are normally cheaper. So that's one thing to think about. They also don't require special shoes. So if you have clipless pedals, you're going to need to also purchase shoes. I know that if you're purchasing a bike already and all the other equipment required for mountain biking, having to purchase another pair of shoes on top of it is just one more thing that drains you of some funds. So that's just something to think about when you are evaluating these two products. The other thing is one of the reasons I like the platform pedal is that when you're mountain biking, you're in really cool areas, and sometimes you might want to go on a hike afterwards or do some cross training. Like I said, I came from the triathlon community, so I was very familiar with biking and then doing some brick workouts where you bike and then you run right afterwards. And it's always a process, like getting out of your shoes and then putting your shoes down and then changing shoes and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice just to have platform pedals. You have some nice, mountain biking shoes that you can go on like a hike. If you're in a nice area, you can lock your bike up and then go on a hike afterwards, or just go on a quick run afterwards as well if you wanted to do any cross training. And then also, you just don't have to carry your shoes around. Who wants to carry like an extra bag of shoes everywhere you go? So with clipless pedals, I mean, you kind of have to just carry your shoes because you can't really drive a car with clipless pedals. You're just going to be constantly bringing an extra pair of shoes everywhere you go, which is kind of lame. I believe safety favors the platform pedal as well. You can see this dude wiping out. And it's kind of a funny picture because I can't tell if this dude is clipped in or not, because if he's clipped in, his right ankle is completely jacked. But in mountain biking, you are going to be in situations where, depending on how aggressive you are, where you're going to have to ditch your bike. And I've fallen on my tri bike many times where you are just clipped in and you're at the mercy of that feeling, and it kind of sucks. I've even fallen like at a stoplight before, which is super embarrassing. But you just kind of when you're clipped in, if you can't get your foot out quick enough, I mean, you're just going wherever that bike goes. You're going in the same direction. So, in my opinion, just being able to ditch your bike if you're in a bad situation or a bad spot is safer than going down with the bike. This guy still got his thumbs up, so maybe I think he posed. I think he posed himself there. There's no way he. That's not like a live action shot. I don't know. Maybe it is. Anyways, one of the negatives though with a platform pedal, it will damage your shoes. So if you're using like your running shoes or hiking shoes, they have those divots, like I said, and those kind of stick into the soles of your shoe. So you could experience some shoe damage. I wouldn't, I'd probably designate a specific shoe for mountain biking and not really use it for other stuff. And then of course you can buy mountain biking shoes that are for platform pedals, and they have like this rubber material that's almost like it really grips to those divots, so it creates that feeling maybe of a clipless pedal without being clipped in. And then this is the interesting fact that I had. So contrary to popular belief, clipless pedals will not give you more power when you are biking. So I always thought that that was the case when I was doing tries. You would want to, you have that when you clip in, you have that momentum, that motion of pulling up and pushing down at the same time. And I always thought that that motion, just by being clipped in, would give you more power. But you go uphill a lot, and in mountain biking. And well, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. But the other thing to note. Actually, I'm going to go to this slide first. So what I was saying is, I thought that that motion would give you more power, but your brain is actually split between pulling and pushing, and you are unable to exert your full energy for either, making you more likely to be going slower instead of faster in the long run if you try it. So I didn't know, like, that was just crazy to me. But then when I think about it, it does make sense that you're trying. And I know that when I used to use my trainer, you could focus on pulling when you're in a clipless pedal, like you're almost pulling up instead of pushing down, and you're kind of working a different muscle group. But it is very difficult to pull up and push down, pull up and push down on every single pedal you make. It just doesn't. I don't know if our brains can handle that. The other thing to think about is when you do go uphill a lot in mountain biking, and when you stand, you lose most of the advantage of the clipless pedal. So there are some advantages of the clipless pedal when you're on flat, but if you're going uphill, being able to stand up and rock that bike back and forth to get more momentum is a big thing in mountain biking. So you do lose that as well. Hope you guys got some value out of this. I know this is just a quick video, kind of broke down some facts for you regarding clipless pedals. Here's some versions of clipless pedals. And as I said, that this red one that I showed you guys throughout the video, that middle black area, I'm pretty sure that actually is a clipless pedal as well, but it kind of doubles as I haven't actually seen that, but it looks like it's a platform pedal and a clipless pedal in one. It's like a double whammy. But here's better examples of platform pedals, these black ones, purple, the orange one. You can't really clip into any of those. And just as an insight, if you want to check out our website, you just type in Mountain Biking HQ and then just type in 10 best pedals under $100. And I put together a cool post where I went over the 10 best platform pedals to help you guys eliminate some of the ones that aren't that great, that you can get for under $100. So by all means, just you can go ahead and Google Mountain Biking HQ, 10 best pedals under 100, and it should pop right up. Anyways, I hope you got some value out of this. Feel free to share this content or email me with any questions. Later.